The first free DLC for Alicization Lycoris is almost upon us, with SAO Games producer Yousuke Futami sharing an update on the upcoming schedule and information reveals. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, it's me Gamerturk, and this is gonna be a short news update on Alicization Lycoris' free Ancient Apostles DLC Chapter 1, Reaper of the Woods. Yousuke Futami was once again active on his corner on Dengeki Online, translated by our overlord at SAO Wikia, Gishimenas himself. The main portion of the article was about Seven herself, but Futami shared a couple more information and teases for the upcoming free DLC for Alicization Lycoris. For starters, the devs are pretty much in the final phase before pushing out the update, hard at work for debugging, fine-tuning and fixes. I want to emphasize the hard at work portion because it sure does sound like they are really cutting it close here, with Futami still assuring a December release. I don't expect the DLC to arrive in the Christmas period, so that leaves them with roughly 2 weeks more of development before deployment, so it's kinda late to still be debugging and fixing stuff, but of course, being a fully digital product, they may just be trying to fit in as much as possible until the deadline to send it to individual platforms for certification. According to Steam database, it appears they are preparing to disable the easy anti-cheat for single-player purposes too, which should provide a performance boost to all of you playing on PC. But going back to the actual DLC contents, each of the free DLCs will feature a new boss, which is certainly nice. The first one is obviously the Reaper, but it's nice to see they are committing to originality for other free DLCs as well. Each boss of the individual DLCs will naturally be harder than the one in the previous DLC, though it's not exactly clear if this is offset by the level and enhancement cap increases with every single DLC, or an actual relative increase in difficulty despite the higher caps available to players. But Futami dubbed the Reaper of the Woods to be light to medium in regards to difficulty, although it's not exactly clear what he means. Of course, he considered the Cathedral Assault portion of Chapter 1 to be relatively easy as well. It was incredibly easy for me, as well as a lot of other players who just destroyed every single Integrity Knight, but there was also a large portion of the player base who couldn't even reliably beat Düsselbert, so the warning here is that your experience may vary. Futami further clarified his statements about the length of the DLC too. Previously, he had said the story of the DLC is about an hour or two long, but that statement alone was a bit ambiguous whether it included gameplay portions or not. Turns out it hadn't. The story itself, so the narrative, visual novel scenes, are 1 to 2 hours long. He stated that 2 to 4 hours of gameplay would be coming from the battles and boss battles, roughly allowing the DLC to give you up to 6 hours of content. That is quite a decent length. However, one thing left ambiguous is whether this includes any side events we may be getting in the free DLC, which I assume it doesn't, but depending on how they categorize gameplay itself, it's still ambiguous. Futami plans to share a bit more info on the update really soon, so we may get more specifics on all that. In the second week of December, he will share even more information on the content of the first DLC, as well as future plans of the game. So expect a big Beaters Cafe stream sometime between 10th to 13th of December for more news, and chances are we'll get the DLC sometime in the third week of December unless they plan a stream shortly before the update actually goes live. But that's all we got from Futami's column on Dengeki Online. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more in-depth Art Online coverage and news. Consider becoming a channel member to get access to a special badge and exclusive emotes to use. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook for faster news access, 50k special merch available on my Teespring page, and a huge thanks to all my patrons and channel members as usual. Until next time, stay cool.